Smoke check. We will start relatively soon. Maybe a couple of songs to get us started. Did I paste the For anybody that's interested, there is the link. This is just random YouTube discoveries. Wait, did I put the wrong link in? I had that one already. $40 milligrams. It sounds good. I mean, I'd be right with you, if I could be honest. It's delicious. You made me when it comes to the US just for fucking weed-infused products. It's worth it all just for fucking... What was that? Oh, well, sorry you're putting up with that one. I'm fucking glad to be of service at least. I knew that this would be a bit of a late stream for a lot of people, and fucking Rainbow Farm. I gotta get this smoke check in, and then I'll quickly Google. Oh, there's definitely some stops I'm making if I did. I'm not a. You know, a lot of people would like to one day. It's just, you know, I don't probably need to explain some of the. I genuinely don't think that I'd be allowed at the moment. Like, but you know, fucking, we can drink to better days.
Well, sometimes I get so tired having to hate everything. Yeah, but that's hard, cause capitalism is colonizing everything. They say it can enslave our bodies, but it could never reach our heart. But that's lies, real cheap to somehow Superman disguise. So let's talk straight. You want to reach my heart? Look between the shit in my shopping cart. You'll find me somewhere between drugs, fear and apathy, in front of the TV. And my TV, yeah, the TV.
Chat.
In this life I lead from my couch to misery.
Chat, you definitely actually should go follow and love Jonas. Like, what the fuck? Oh!
Look, does anyone give a shit
Jeez.
that I'm crying on stream? Seriously.
Thank you,
I
Roblin.
can repress the emotion.
I can't believe
Anyone
that still
care?
fucking gets me every time. Like, it's one of the times I wish that you did have a face cam, because if you saw my reaction every time, because it confuses the fuck out of me. I've just turned something off. I'm about to try and grab something for you, and then there's noises, and I'm like, where the fuck is this noise coming from? And then it slowly dawns on me that I'm hearing Dave breathing, and it's like that clicks before I actually realise, like, there's a fight or flight thing that kicks in before the familiarity of the actual clip. And I've been hearing it for a while now, so thank you very much, Robin. Chat, you're not going to be shocked to hear that I needed to grind up more weed. Like, when we were in the cool earlier, I sort of half noticed, but it's just, there's at least 2 different types of weed in this bag, and maybe 3, but I've just stumbled across this nugget of, I hadn't realised at first I was just smoking it, you know. But then it's like, I've just pulled this bud out, pulled it open. It's like really fucking nice. This one, I wish the whole fucking bag was that now, but yeah, I've got to grind up more weight. Where's? At least managed to throw me as well. What's this? That's right, go. Go follow Jonas and stuff. This is not Jonas anymore, this is something else. This is some random shit. It's got like that slight fucking Procol Harum sound to it. Grinding up the weed. What the fuck have I done now? What the fuck is going on? What the hell? Nearly done. Next up is actually a fucking classic. An Adelaide classic that every Adelaide kid should know and love. The band, I mean, Hoop the Clue. I actually, I want to say that I've got this album that you see here on vinyl, but that would be me still not accepting that I can't steal my sister's copy of it. I stole it years ago and then she stole it back, and I guess that's fair, it is hers. Smoke check. it was the best track on this album in my opinion, darkly. Like, this compilation, it says that right there. Yeah, what's this? What's this? Alright, I've saved that link. Alright, you get one more, and then you get your cleanse early.
I had this hair stuck in and off of it like started in the beginning and then it came down.
Hey, Scabby Cheeks. Good to see you, mate. We were in a call earlier. Some of the guys might still be in call if you want to jump in there. I just didn't want everybody to feel pressured to be speaking on stream and all of that kind of crap. You do get your early cleanse after. Oh, right. I say don't work too hard, but you've got certain responsibilities there, so just be safe, be well. Thank you for your service. I don't know if I can do. That one's the because that one's fucking... You get this instead. Because that one's animated, I can't do the explosion, whatever bullshit. So you get poon dog heads. Yeah, so after this track, you get your early cleanse. A short video that promises to be adorable, I'm sure. Yeah, Dave. I don't need you sullying this. Stop your dance. Maybe you can have a small big dance.
Okay.
A really small. Okay, this is your first cleanse. Maybe your only cleanse, don't get used to it. This looks like it's going to be cute.
Guess what? I have a car now. I'm the owner of a car. Yes, I'm gay, and yes, I can drive. And I also have my book that I've been reading, Sisters in Yellow.
It's called The Desire to Be Gay in a Forest. It goes for 10 minutes. Oh shit, see, I didn't even realise that's actually advertising, isn't it? It's going to play or not?
Hello. This is so nasty, I don't want to touch this. Also, right here, I've watched a homeless person piss. So that's definitely something. Let's try and get this lock. So this is the car. I'm in a little bit of a Jetta. It's so cute. I have my CDs because it works better than the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth happens through this little device thing, but it's not very loud. But what's so fun is I'm gonna go somewhere. Last night I hotboxed this thing. As soon as I got it, hotboxed. I've been trying to get the smell out. I have like this spray. I'm kind of running out, but like it should be fine. I also have like a other set of tires, like one is in the back seat here. Hi, so I'm just walking around outside right now. It's so beautiful out and the forest is really pretty. I'm not really in the forest that much right now, at least, but I will be. But yeah, I'm so happy to have a car now because I can just drive around. I have my book with me and so far it's really good. I don't even really know what this book is about. I just got it because of the author. I know it's about, like, so far this girl, she goes onto the news and finds out that this woman that she used to have some sort of, like, connection with, has been arrested for, like, keeping someone captive. And we find out that she met this woman as a teenager because her mom wasn't really around. That's all that I really know about this novel so far and what it's about, but knowing Maiko Kawakami is definitely going to be good. Oh, I don't know if I can go that way. Just wait. Oh my god, I'm going to show you something from when I was in like elementary school and high school. I was building this fort. It's kind of all fallen down now, but it's kind of, oh wow. It's kind of here. Y'all, low-key, I need to piss. This book is honestly pretty relatable so far in the sense that, like, the mother is kind of absent, kind of there. Like, she cares about her daughter, she loves her daughter, but she's not super responsible, and there's always other people, like, inside of this child's home taking care of her. You know, she's making connections with other people, which really reminds me when I was a kid, my mom would always have random people over, and there was one named Ashley that lived downstairs, and there's so many stories I could tell. I might write them down and tell you guys later at some point, maybe not even in this video, but just know that Ashley is like a figure or like a character in my life that exists, but isn't like the forefront of anything. Oh, I should go this way.
There's an outbreak that we cannot avoid, so we'll try to do two things at once. We've got this link here. See how well you two have. What have you sent me? Scabby, was that? Did I not copy the link? What? Google search for moderator. Why is it moderator? Why is that? What it? Let's see how well you two have accidentally. I think so far this is doing well. Awesome. I think we've done well here, chat. The ad breakers are actually missing out this time. He looks like he's been into the catnip. He's getting his like fucking dongle is squirming around. Yeah, this is definitely a wise cat. He's having thoughts deeper than we could even fucking comprehend. Thing is, this goes long enough that even the ad breakers just get to come back from the ad break and be like, what the fuck? And then they get to enjoy it for a while. It's perfectly synced about how it matches. So allegedly, even people stuck in an ad break should be coming back to this right about now. Perfect, this is I'm gonna be back in the morning. Oh shit. This almost feels problematic at times, but not. But it doesn't end in the worst way. Like,
Hello there. So today I want to read a brief passage from Sigurd because I found it entertaining, just really charming. So the necessary context is that he's leaving the Hurons and going back to Paris. Before my departure, we took my savages into our convent, feasted them, and showed them all the civility and friendliness that we could, and gave each of them some small present, and to the captain and chief of the canoe, in particular, a cat to take back to his country as a rarity unknown to them. This present gave him infinite pleasure, and he made much of it. But when he saw that the cat came to us when we called it, he concluded that it was therefore possessed of reason, and understood all that we said to it. Therefore, after having humbly thanked me for so rare a gift, he begged us to tell this cat that when it should be in his land, it must not behave badly, nor be running into the other lodges, nor in the woods, but would always remain in his abode to eat the mice, and that he would love it like his own son, and not let it be in want of anything. Isn't that cute? Just proof that people have always been stupid for cats. It's such a rarity in these explorer and missionary accounts to see such a human response in the indigenous people they're interacting with. I just love that passage. Sigurd interprets it as sort of simplicity and naivete on the part of the Huron fellow. Much simpler explanation. People just behave silly around cats. Now, Mittens, you mustn't behave badly and run into the other houses, and you must always stay here and eat the mice. Okay, Mittens? Oh, who's a good Mittens? And so on, so on, so on. It's just funny. That's all.
I actually like the framing at the end there because it does more to actually strip some of that dehumanizing, framing that's always in any accounts of Indigenous culture and all the rest of it. Well, I guess we'll go to Woo first. I haven't actually watched this. What is it? It's nearly half an hour, so we're probably not going to end up watching the whole thing. Yeah, it manages to save it at the end and not make it feel distasteful. You know, it like actually manages to be wholesome.
I think this is probably the most realistic looking head, which looks insane. If you really look at it, you can see an eye here. You have like this has just recently fallen off one of the scales. That's like a nostril, yeah? This one looks insane. That looks like really insane. We've all heard these tales, and if you've looked into ancient history, all of these old civilizations talk about gigantic animals, maybe giant reptiles, dragons over in ancient China. People like Marco Polo talk about these gigantic things, like it's dragons over in ancient China. People like Marco Polo talk about these gigantic things, like it's very strange. It's a weird piece in our ancient history that we think is, you know, more myth than really being true. Well, I'm at a place now, Naga Cave. It is what the locals here in Southeast Asia call a petrified snake, which is very funny because on my YouTube channel I get comments every week, someone saying that's not a bloody ancient city, that's a petrified tree stump. So I'm going to investigate it. We're going to see what this looks like, and yeah, I'll let you know. I'm very skeptical of petrified things, as you guys know, but yeah, we'll see how we go.
Seems like it.
We have a long way up, there's a lot of people, so it'll be a long journey, but let's get it. Now, already straight away, right, we've just started this hike. The rocks are weird. Let's just get that out of the way. The rocks are weird here. They've been formed very strangely if you look at the geology of the area. The temperatures in this area, the wind, the rain, the hot days, that causes this kind of scaling pattern or scaly pattern.
Dude, I've made up shit that I don't know anything about before too.
Right? So, over hundreds of thousands, millions of years, slowly it just gets eroded away, the softer parts disappear, and then you have an outer layer that it looks like it almost starts cracking. But the local myths, which I love, local stories I love, they have a much more fascinating story, which goes back,
show us the fucking rock,
back to this very mystical ancient kingdom.
Mystical, you know. You're starting to really piss me off. Show us the rock. We want to see the pretty rock. Right, that bit's cool. Yeah, I agree, scabby chips.
Sound is so nice.
Clover. There it is, that's the rock.
I think this is probably the most realistic looking head, which looks insane. If you really look at it, you can see an eye here. You have like this has just recently fallen off one of the scales. That's like a nostril, yeah? And then they even have the indent where the cheekbone is. That's like the cheek space, because they have soft skin here, like on the cheek, because when they eat, they open their mouth.
So first he's a fucking geologist, now he's a fucking biologist, he's a fucking herpetologist.
And get their food in. But that looks insane, dude. Like, that looks so insane. If you just picture that green...
It looks like a fucking rock. It's a pretty rock. Like, and I can see the snake head, but it's a rock, right?
Probably doesn't do it justice with how big it is, but this is very big.
It's a large rock.
That's pretty crazy. And this all would have been intact too, remember? This whole thing has been split in half.
Jesus Christ. All true, yeah.
I think this topic of
not a chance, mate.
serpents,
Not a
dragons,
fucking chance.
snakes.
Get out of here.
It sounds quite funny, and for people that haven't looked into ancient history, it probably...
This video, which is really bad.
You're just a little piece of garbage in a never-expanding universe. You are right, you will never be enough. And just imagine if you were, what kind of an absurd, scary power trip is that anyway? Keep being nice to neighbors, plants and bees and mice. Let useless weeds grow in your garden, and just to taste the fruit you like. And ride your bike everywhere. And when the rain is pouring down, say worms from pools on the ground so they don't drown. And they can dig new holes, 'cause worms think holes are really cool. And you are cool too, for helping them out. Now you're connected. Now you're connected. Keep connecting with people all around this planet. We live in the future and there's nothing we can do. But we can do it alone.
Sorry, Jeffrey
They will be
Jones.
buried in a hole, and worms will eat your face, and your face will be the soil again. And from the soil will grow a little flower, and a snail will eat that flower, and a rat will eat that snail, and a cat will eat that rat, and a car will kill that cat later in the afternoon, 'cause not everyone rides a bike. And maybe we are doomed. Maybe we are doomed.
Right, these are new songs to me, but they're like 6 years old and shit.
Sunshine on my balcony. Sunshine in me. Birds singing from the treetops, making me happy. I make a proper income. I can't afford a yellow shirt. I go out dancing on a Friday. Family vacation by the coast. I'm paying with my credit card. I get a haircut if I like. Someone's begging outside my grocery store. I ride there on my bike. Hello, hello, what would Jesus do? Would he buy cherry juice when someone can't afford food? What kind of person am I? I'm your avocado man.
Oh shit.
When I was young, I wasn't sure about myself. I played for punk and screamed at my friends. But what would an anarchist community do? The moment some fascists just arm themselves, I don't know. I buy tacos for a Friday. I go for a run in the woods. I read about power yoga. Sometimes I don't know what to do. What's it all about, man? Do you have a plan? 'Cause apparently I don't know shit. Shit fuck. Shit fuck me.
You just yell at me to put your blanket on your
What's
room.
it all about, man? Does anybody have a plan? People don't seem to bother, but I try to bother you. I'm your avocado man. See you on the flip side. See you when you come down here. Tumbling, falling helplessly into my arms. Smash into the ground, I'm your avocado man. Sunshine on my balcony. Sunshine in me. Birds singing from the treetops. Making me happy.
We've got to do the thing. But we got to spare Larry. Sorry. This is going to be impossible. We just have to go with it.
My love, my darling, I'm
I'm not gonna say that again, sorry. That was a classic Larry glance.
my love, my darling, I'm
Fucking Duckley's gonna be hating this.
for your touch. A long, long time. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Oh, my love, my darling, I'm hungry for your touch. A long, lonely time. Time goes by.
Really need to grind up more weed.
So slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed.
Take care, Scabby. Good luck, mate. We'll do a more normal time stream soon.
Rivers flow to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers sigh over me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch. A long, lonely time.
So, we've already smoked too much weed, but Larry makes me want to fucking grind up more. Oh, we got a wink at the end. Move it on now. Really turned on. What's going on? Oh, because you didn't get your blanket. That's because you refused to jump in the bed. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna grind up some more weed so you can have another Larry. And it's just gonna be a straight up, no messing around with cameras, you're just gonna get straight up Larry.
You'll never find another love like mine.
Are you all hydrated, chat? And you'll remember to get your medication in if appropriate. You've been stretching and flexing a little bit, walking around occasionally. You're not just sitting around listening to Larry.
You'll never find, as long as you live, the one who loves you tender like I do. You'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. I'm not bragging on myself, baby. I'm the one who loves you, and no one else.
Just torturing Duckley.
No one knows. You'll never find, at the end of all time, someone who understands you like I do. You'll never find the rhythm, the rhyme, or the magic we shared, just us two. I'm not trying to make you say, baby, but I know somehow, someday, that maybe you're gonna miss my love. 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 Oh, you're gonna miss my love in the midnight hour. You're gonna miss my love. It's cold outside. You're gonna miss my love. You're gonna miss my love.
got weed chopped up. I'm going to pack an emergency bong for if we need it. We've got goblins to retreat to if we have to bail out. I'm going to go grab another drink. Go get my watermelon juice. And see if we can pause on it.
You'll never find another love like mine.
That's an acceptable pause face. Alright. 1 moment, I'll grab my watermelon juice. Alright, this is going to be surprisingly amusing. It's mostly just it looks like there's bad takes and it's a terrible video and all the rest of it, but it's pretty funny.
Harold gets no break. I knew couples.
Yeah, so this is the sad tale of fucking Harold. This is called Why Man Abuses Man in Front of Clav. It's from a shitty channel that for some reason I've been following and I can't remember why. They're obnoxious Christians, so I don't know much. Usually the content's barely worth like paying any attention to, but this is pretty funny. So yeah. Oh, that's good. Watch out.
Harold gets no break. I knew couples like this. I knew people where I was like, stand up, Harold, fight back. Harold, please, please, for the sake of all humanity.
I still haven't worked out what FTL is. Oh, fuck.
It's disgusting, really. You can show it, because, I mean... Okay, just play the sound from there.
Get up, get up. Come on, get the
There
fuck
we
up.
go. So she kicks the man in the crotch, and she did it with some grace, too.
What the fuck are you? You're just trying to embarrass this fucking poor dude. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Ask him if he's embarrassed.
What the? No, you're trying to embarrass this guy, and it's disgusting what you're doing.
Ask him.
You're taking advantage of him.
Oh,
right?
That's what.
Because men.
Yeah. Okay. But I thought there was some game or something. It's like my brain was just like, I don't know if this is something, but I don't. But yeah, I enjoy this because these people are clearly at some place engaging publicly in some form of like consensual kink. I don't know the context of the location, but I very much enjoy the interaction where it's like the only thing this moron can do is first show that he's like. The main reason that we're actually watching this is because in this dude's desperation to try to fucking police these people's behaviours and all of this kind of shit, but he's like so insecure and projecting so much shit onto it that he resorts in his desperation to this really infantile language using words like evil. And for me, it's like always concerning when these popular figures try to use this loaded fucking you know, how I've always got that fucking thing about it's an insidious Christian fucking trying to insert. It's like a stealth fucking conversion on the youth trying to insert certain fucking language, or if you can, yeah, you'll see more when it gets further on. Damn it.
Men are down bad.
If I drop this, he'll just give it
No. Men are down bad, and you know that, and you're trying to take advantage of them. You're an evil person.
I want to make her happy.
You're evil, and you know that. No, you're an evil person.
See, evil. That word means absolutely nothing, but it's also, how can you completely miss the point of whatever they're just demonstrating here so hard and be just projecting all of your own insecurities at the same time and end up in such desperate panic by being like made to look like a clown that it's like, because fucking, what are you going to outright turn around and say, oh, and they do it too comfortably these days, everything's fucking satanic and all of this shit. It's like they're just trying to spread Christian defaultism by stealth. No, so evil is a perfectly fine descriptor for people to use in general parlance if you're discussing, you know, nondescript harm and bad and all the rest of it, and people are using their colloquial terms and all the rest of it, that's very well and good. However, all of these people try to use it like a loaded term to imply that there's some form of force of evil in the world or something other than the human need to describe things in sort of like it's natural human communication, but you know, clearly that's such a loaded word that if people are going to use evil, it's you know, fucking, and yeah, I don't even find this. I find this, it's more performative, and it's, you know, it might be part of their kink that they're doing it in public, and there's, you know, grey areas for where you can like fucking presume that the general public is consenting to certain things. I have to presume that they're at some kind of event where, you know, there's a certain level of consent, but for me personally, this isn't even particularly weird. Like, people, consenting adults get up to some weird shit. It's, you know, it doesn't need to be fucking my cup of tea, you know. But this in itself is pretty fucking, it's not unheard of, like, you know, fucking, it's almost fucking like they're doing a performative stereotype, but, you know, fucking whatever.
No, you're evil, and you're taking advantage, and you know it. You're taking advantage of this poor guy who can't get a girl otherwise. No, you're disgusting, and you know that.
He won't. So there's another little voice in the corner because we've got the dude who made this actual video that we're watching, but he won't engage with the dude himself. He just wants to try to attack this woman, and he's finding that the normal cliches that he spouts, buzzwords and catchphrases that would normally appeal to his fucking audience or whatever, is getting basically just ignored or trampled when they're even being acknowledged, while she laughs in his face. It's like,
I like how
side eye to this dude. Won't even.
No, I get it. You're like, this generation, it's so hard to get women. Bottom 80% of women go for top 20%.
Dude looks like he might be fucking 5, 10, whatever years old, doesn't it? Like, he's just like, no, you don't get it, this is what I'm into. Like, fucking. Yeah, he's a complete piece of shit. Like,
This leaves guys like...
it's more, again, like I said, part of the reason that I'm playing this is because I like to laugh at the dude who's presenting this and his response to it. But also, it's just, the guy who made this video, he's an overt Christian. He talks sincerely and honestly, supposedly, about his professed beliefs. Whereas somebody like this cunt, he's just like fucking trying to stealthily insert and insinuate his underlying Christian values and all the rest of it into popular culture as a default without being honest about it. And it's like, it's a common tactic that you see in nearly every fucking commercialized and commodified aspect of media or culture that, particularly evangelical, but, just Christians in general always want to try to, if they can't be the most boring person in the room and try and fucking bland everything down just so that, like, oh, but you're porn that I'm not interested in and have no part in. It's like, I need to shape the way that's presented. And it's like, fucking, why do you need to make everything acceptable to a bunch of wowsers and fuckwits that just want to fucking force their vote? If there's a minority that fucking, and, it's when the values are imbued into culture by default, but people like this that make young people just presume that there's some form of default where it becomes more dangerous because they can get effective voting blocks that actually include people that are not religious necessarily, but they drag them on board through various forms of propaganda that are usually subtly veiled Christian or other religious propaganda underneath whatever the fucking professed or ostensible social or political movement they claim to be representing.
This, doing shit like that, and you know that, and you're taking advantage. Yep. So you gotta stop.
I am.
But not like. No, of course. Oh my God. No, you are an evil person. No, you're an
oh
evil.
My God, you're an evil person.
You're evil, and you're. That's satanic.
That's satanic. That's satanic. What the fuck does that even mean, you dumb cunt? Like, it's satanic. No, not not necessarily. We're just doing our thing. It's like, maybe these people are religious in some way, but it's like, fucking, we don't know any of that.
You deserve to be in jail.
You deserve to be in jail. And
there are thousands. Yep, I agree. We covered one a few weeks ago on OnlyFans who treat men like actual slaves, not play slaves. I'm talking about they hook them up on chains. They feed them only when they feel like it. They punch them. They hurt them. And they get paid for it on OnlyFans, and they call it BDSM. And these men, we'll get to them in a second. But the women, what type of mindset would you have to do that? Even if a man came to you and said, I like to be hurt, for you to be comfortable hurting them. Think of the mindset you would have to be cool with hurting somebody simply because.
Even just in the most general fucking casual ways that this is like, you've all dealt with performative masculine men in one way or another, who that their actions, even in their most fucking they've been conditioned into presume certain things about certain situations, and they'll tell you a story about one of their intimate encounters, and it's like, you don't even seem to understand how that person indicated to you that you harmed them. Like, yeah. Fucking, such a fucking infantile lack of understanding of any basic fucking human relation, intimacy, consent, any of these things. It's like, but, men are just conditioned to do harmful things as part of their performative masculinity when it comes to interactions with femmes in general.
Because they got some fetish. That's crazy stuff, dude. These women are evil, man. They're evil and they need to be stopped. And they're taking advantage of people who are not mentally ill. And I say that with like a grain of salt because I still hold the men accountable. I'm not saying they so mentally disabled they can't make their own decisions and they belong in a mental hospital, although it might be close.
So far, women should be locked up. Men should be in mental hospitals and wait for some of his greatest hits that are coming soon. Fucking, he hits some really fucking. I don't have any clever fucking wordplay for it or anything, but he just like says some really dumb shit. But some crazy shit coming up. One particular thing. Sorry, it's funny. It's
I think though that some of these men are so deprived, so degenerate, and so down bad in life that they have such low self-esteem that they think that this is the only way they can get attention from a woman like that. These women are attractive. They're on OnlyFans. You see what the girl look like. She ain't ugly. She can get attention from any dude without doing that. She wants to do that.
Yeah, they both want to do that.
So
that's the point.
Down bad, and they take advantage of them in the same way that I
wait for Duckley.
That he would take advantage of a young girl who don't know no better and sell her body. She's doing the same thing. She's taking advantage of a man who don't know no better, and she's.
I love this Disneyfied vision of reality where even the most objectionable, like, there are so many within a capitalist framework where everything's quantified. When we live in the material conditions that we do, if people need to express their desire to engage in different forms of sexual interaction with other people through sex work, then I need them to be completely protected, supported, and looked after. Ideally, we would have a non-commodified, safe cultural type understanding whereby people could just openly do what they needed to do, and it would benefit, like, you know, people could work their shit out and benefit and all the rest of it. We don't need to put a dollar sign, you know. But in as much as we do have that, it's important first and foremost, and for like more than anything else, that fucking, you know, we just make sure that people are kept safe. On the other hand of things, there's this completely fucking fantasy world Disneyfied understanding of some of the most egregious parts of like sex trafficking and all the rest of it. And this is where it gets really horrible when you do try to there's a really horrible overlap in anti-trafficking stuff where if you stray too much into the wrong circles, all of a sudden you're going to be in this den of anti-sex work, fucking Christian, fucking absolute fucking objectionable, fucking obscene, fucking and the motives and the outcomes are all fucking, and the people involved. And it's like, so again, it's like we need to fucking seriously help, you know, have structures and institutions against fucking things like fucking trafficking, but you've got to be really careful with the fucking circles that you start fucking move into when you look at that kind of shit, because but yeah, this guy, he's got this like high school Disney fucking stage play reality understanding of the world, where even when he says a pimp, he's like imagining this fluffy, happy version of fucking like sexual exploitation and trafficking, where it's like his fucking religious beliefs lead him on the one hand to be fucking condemning these people for absolutely harmless behaviour where they're just fucking expressing themselves in the way that they want to. You know, like I said, we don't need to discuss whether this is some public consent thing. We've got to take a presumption that they're in an appropriate venue for whatever they're doing. Outside of that, we can already say that it's probably not appropriate to push your kinks onto an unwilling public, especially if that is your kink. But we don't need to get into a big discussion of that, it goes without saying. Outside of that, it's like, fucking these people are doing absolutely nothing harmful in any way whatsoever. You're ready to condemn them from that, but at the same time, you give such leeway to the most heinous and objectionable aspects of a fucking commodified, exploitative industry that's outside of the, you know, what we would want for the community and for society. It's because you're a fucking moron that's been intentionally fucking reinforcing and compounding your own brainwashing. It's like you can, yeah, stop, let him go. Why is everything loading? I've pressed buttons.
Harold gets no break.
Fuck
to like it.
Sorry, shit. I was ranting.
Say that with like a grain of salt because I still hold the men accountable.
It has been raining a lot.
Mentally disabled, they can't
sure
make their own decisions, and they belong in a mental hospital. Although
sounds like not, but it was a little while ago.
I do think though that some of these men are so deprived, so degenerate,
so deprived,
down bad in life,
deprived of what?
They have such low self-esteem that they think that this is the only way they can get attention from a woman like that.
You're not entitled to attention
These
from
women
any
are attractive.
human.
They're on OnlyFans. You see what the girl look like. She ain't ugly.
Arguably, perhaps your parents for some
without doing that.
period of time, but
And so these dudes are down bad, and they take advantage of them in the same way that I think a pimp is evil. That he would take advantage of a young girl who don't know no better and sell her body. She's doing the same thing. She's taking advantage of a man who don't know no better, and she's using his body for abuse. Now let's get with the men and what is a lesson that I got from that? Because this kind of relates to what's going on in society to me. Why? Most men do this very act in their own marriages. They will sit there and let their wife abuse them. They will sit there and let their wife disrespect them in public. They will sit there and say, well, you know, I kind of like it. Be a man. Stand up and fight back. And I'm not talking about with fist. I'm talking about demanding respect. The reason why men
and if you don't get respect, then what?
They simp to that degree is because they never have demanded respect.
Yeah, that might be what's fucking with my... I think that's fucking with my internet a little bit, but also my PC does want to... It's been thrashed for a couple of days probably, and it's struggling a little. I've been trying not to pretend that I notice it, even though I can see it.
They're doing it in marriage right now. And guess what? I'm going to tell you another secret. White suburban dudes lead.
Oh, it's awesome, Rob. Like, fucking...
My white brothers and sisters in Christ.
I know what's... Oh, I think I might have just spoken of this a little bit too, but I've been sitting there cradling it fucking since I've got it. I'm holding it right now. And, but yeah, we're going to need a bong for what's coming anyway, so I won't you. I'm like I was saying in the call earlier, it's hard for me. Like, you know, I'm a little brother, okay? So it's like my job is to spoil things for people and shit, and so it's hard for me to hold fucking surprises and that. And I'm sort of like low-key excited about some shit that should be happening in the next day or two. And I'm just, you know, I can't mention it. Don't spoil things. Just don't look directly at anyone, or you're gonna yell out the thing that you're trying not to say. So it's like, but yeah. Thank you very much, Roblin, and sweet chat. I got more water. Jeez. Fucking spoiled. We are going to have a wholesome stream in like a day. It's only going to be wholesome for like fucking 2 minutes and then move on to normal shit. But yeah. He slipped something out here in a minute.
Now, and guess what? I'm gonna tell you another secret. White suburban dudes lead this crap. My white brothers and sisters in Christ, y'all need to stop this nonsense. Because as much faults as we got as black folk, where we got fatherless homes, sometimes the fatherless home happened because the black dude like, I'm out of here. I ain't dealing with no disrespect no more. And he be out. Now, I'm not saying it's good. We can deal with that. And we have dealt with that on this channel. But these white dudes and these...
He's pretty fucking disgusting, if you don't mind me saying. You know, it's not necessarily my territory to tread, not my place to speak, but, you know, I find that pretty fucking, revolting, to be honest. Yeah.
Suburban dudes will let their wives abuse them.
Here you go,
to
chat.
The ground.
There you go. My neck needs to crack. You might be able to hear this. I'm going to take the headset off, take the glasses off, and shake my head around and loosen it up. You might be able to hear the cracking. Oh, fuck. Awesome. I got a little head spin from that. Oh, feels better though.
I have been to Christian get-togethers where the wife has no churches to the ground. I have been to churches. I have been to Christian get-togethers where the wife has no problem disrespecting a man in front of everybody. Oh, that's Harold. He's such an idiot. He can't get anything right.
He's so fucking upset.
Like that guy. Oh.
It's like, how divorced are you?
Harold? Well, you know, everything each is
frighteningly, probably not even.
Harold just bought me a new car, and I'm like, why didn't you get the oil change, Harold? I guess you're gonna have to do more overtime because I want the kitchen done, Harold.
But dude's got spite in his eyes.
The ball and chain, the old, I gotta ask the boss. Oh, he's such an idiot. Can you see it? Oh my gosh.
There's no reason.
He interrupted our conversation like a big doofus, yo.
There's no reason to be personally upset about the relationships of other people in this way out. So if you see really terrible things going on, yeah, fine, whatever. But this is like literally, once again, you're creating problems in your own life just based on your own fucking, like, you've got your religious bullshit that's led you to this fucking judgmental ass fucking view of everybody around you. But to the extent where you're outright looking for things and getting, you know, and we all do it, you know, fucking, you do it for fucking catharsis to some extent, but to fucking do it so obliviously, it's like, yeah, it's just insane, like, be sitting there, like, putting on a voice for fucking minutes straight, doing a fucking... This is the Sad Ballad of Harold.
Always does that in front of my friends. I was reading Morning Glory Milking Farm with my group of friends the other day, and he just came downstairs in his robe. I'm like, Harold, you're such an idiot. Like, why would you come down in front of all my friends, and you're not the type of guy who even looks good in a robe? But like, go back upstairs. You're embarrassing me. And Harold just sit there. I'll do better next time. Tell me y'all ain't seen that. Harold gets no break. I knew couples like this. I knew people where I was like, stand up, Harold, fight back. Harold, please, please, for the sake of all humanity, for masculinity, Harold, fight back. And Harold didn't have no fight in him. He was so used to getting beat, so used to being down bad, so used to his wife running everything.
This is some fucking insecure bullshit. Like,
I'm just saying,
fuck.
this problem, I be seeing that be happening so much in the, I see what
LMFAO.
well, you better come on the show next time. You say you're gonna be on the show too. No, I'm joking, man. Good to see you, man. I appreciate you watching. But yeah,
he was standing in front of Harold's seat. Somehow he was at every moment in Harold's life just watching this,
in
like,
the white community. This is how bad it is.
No wonder his Harold's wife left if he's got this random dude just fucking hanging out all the time watching every fucking moment of their
and their
relationship.
dads they ain't never met their dad. You see a lot of white girls be whores and they dad is in the house allowing it. Oh, Jenny's upstairs doing her thing with her camera again. Her and her boyfriend. I can hear them up and down they go again. Who am I to say? Their mother.
Like, he's kind of Dave.
I have no say.
I've watched a little bit of this guy in the past, and because
the daughter getting dug out.
Do I need to say I'm blocked in their live streams and all the rest of it? You know,
y'all don't believe me? Go watch the whatever.
But it's like, dude's sort of just Dave.
These girls will come on the show and say, "Yeah, my dad knows."
He's Dave with fans. Good grooming.
Bang yesterday. Yeah, my dad knows. He's cool with it. I give him money and he shuts the heck up. Him and his mom pay for my apartment where I shoot my videos. My dad hands me the napkin to clean myself up.
Fucking hell, dude.
This is the stuff they be saying. So men are getting random.
Just settle down a bit, will you?
I'm going to say something, and a lot of Christians ain't going to agree with me here, and I don't care.
Oh, you're a fucking wild-eyed loner standing at the gates of oblivion. What a rebel.
You don't have a marriage. As a man, if you ain't got no respect in your home and your wife don't respect you and your kids can run all up on you,
how do you need to be gendering this shit other than the fact that you're a Christian fuckwit? Can you not just get through your head that, like, as humans, you should expect genuine respect in your interactions to the extent that it's, like, fucking appropriate for the scope of the interaction? Like, if you've got a fucking some kind of lifelong monogamous commitment with somebody and you don't have basic respect for each other, isn't that just like a non-gendered fucking problem in itself? It's only because you're trying to and of course it's no point fucking ranting about this kind of dude, because it's like at the very least you could say that he's honest about his bullshit, like he's allegedly sincere about his beliefs, and it's not just him having a fucking stick up his ass about women having some kind of agency. It's not just about him wanting to fucking control women and children. It's definitely sincerely held beliefs. We've got to give them that fucking, we've got to be so respectful to, like, you know, if people blink their eyes and then open them wide and go, but Jesus, we've got to fucking take that on board. But no, it's like fucking, at least he's somewhat honest about just putting forward that this is what he wants and that's what he's doing. This is the cultural shift that he seeks. This is the change that he's looking for in people's opinions and the rest of it. He's not trying to insert it subtly, at least. You know, it's somewhat less insidious than these big fucking creators that, you know, are quite clearly fucking compelled by the same leanings, or even more nefarious oftentimes. This dude's just a dipshit, you know. He's got a few hundred fucking subscribers, 500 subscribers. They do AI fucking descriptions. There's him and a dude sits off camera and they do a live stream for fucking 10 people every now and then. Like, you know, it's not like any of us are changing the world. It's more for our amusement to actually just laugh hearing about Harold. I pressed the wrong button. It's taking a little while to catch up.
You need to do whatever it takes to get that respect back. You need to take some drastic measures to get your respect back.
Because you said earlier.
You gotta tell your wife, listen, sit your punk butt down
or
and
what?
let me take care of this. Listen, he can't come in here disrespecting me, or I'm putting hands on him. And you can be
so violence,
or your daughter.
because you were talking about violence all along, even though you tried to say that you
weren't.
weren't.
It again, I'm putting hands on and put hands on him. Stand by what you said, and get your respect back. And you can't be so.
That's not going to make anybody respect you.
Losing your wife because you worship her, because that's what the overall theme is.
You don't worship somebody if you're going to threaten them with violence for not doing as you please.
Women. You see how that man in the video was bowing down before that girl? He worships her. You know the reason why.
The coincidental bowing is part of the
so much crap in the church
sex play. Don't get it confused with your religious leanings. You dumb fuck.
You worship your wife. You worship her. You make her God in your life. You ought not to.
But isn't that like holding... Jesus, you're not a very good Christian even.
When his wife said, just curse God and die, he said, you speak as one of the foolish women speak. Move aside, woman. You speaking like an idiot.
Step aside.
You speaking like an idiot. And he was right. No apologies needed for Job.
So what does any of that mean?
Right.
Get your point.
And too many men are so scared to do that, they don't know how to stand on their own 2 feet and tell their wife to shut the heck up. It's time where, like with me, where my wife don't need to be told that.
I know many partners and couples and the rest of it that tell each other to shut up and have a good, clear communication with each other that doesn't even necessarily make that an offensive thing for them to do.
And maybe you need to say it in harsher terms than that.
You don't have any authority over anybody.
Don't you ever disrespect me like that.
How about you get fucked because that's disrespectful?
Find a new place to live.
Yep, same back at you.
Go through the church.
That's why you're angry, because women have the agency to be able to say exactly the same back to you. That's the only problem that you are actually expressing in this video, because you're a half-wit and you don't even know how transparent your projection is.
Well, she's the one.
The Bible has rotted your fucking brain. You're a moron to start with, and it's only made you even fucking stupider. You would have had a better fucking chance in life if you'd spent your fucking youth smashing yourself in the head with a fucking hammer.
No wonder God don't speak to you. Your wife always in the way. You don't know how to tell her to be quiet and get out the way. And guess what? When you've done it for enough time, if you're a man that's worthy of respect and you got respect in your home, you ain't got to do it that much.
Oh, lovely.
You don't want to hear.
Just every once you can cut it down to once a week, maybe.
Just beat everybody down.
You don't. So we're beating everybody, are we?
I don't got to spank them that much no more.
Yeah.
Well, now that they got older, when they reach a certain age, I don't have to spank them at all. They learned.
And then when they get a certain age, they're going to turn around and knock you the fuck out.
But if I ain't never had no rules and let people walk all over me all my life, then now you can't be surprised.
Your little high-pitched, whinging makes it sound like you are just projecting a lot of pent-up insecurity that you don't actually get to express in your real life. Sitting there going,
you want to read Philippians?
Yeah, Philippians 2:3.
Getting emotional over your fucking made-up little fucking stories. Wait,
do nothing from selfish ambition or...
We're not sitting here for scripture. You can fuck that off. We could even be done with this one, I guess.
Whoever belittles his neighbor...
Yeah, we're not watching a dude fucking drink fucking watered down Gatorade. Well, some other cunt fucking quotes Bible at us. Let me see. I'm going to be in chat instead of on the microphone for a while. We're going to change gears a little bit. I have to do a recording of a video that we've been working on. So we'll have a short intermission. There's going to be an ad break. So we'll have a smoke check with the ad break, and then after the ad break, I'll have to switch scene, and because I'm You alright, buddy? What are you grass at? Yeah, I've got to record something, so I won't be on the microphone. What am I doing? This and whoa! Yeah, I'll come and sort your blanket out. Where is our goal? Okay. Perfect. Whoa! I'm coming, Goblin Dog. Let's go. Everything else. Alright, so you're in the ad break. A bow Finley. What is a fucking bow? You like get lucky when you push banned from chat for bogan moves. Just think for a minute how much better Labyrinth could have been, despite how decent the soundtrack is, if it had been done by this dude instead. And then it also wouldn't have, like, no need to get it.
Since that incident, the Rainbow became very careful and decided never again to touch the ground. So now, although he may wish to, no one will ever again be able to reach either of the ends of the rainbow. Staring at the screen. Smoke check.
We have listened to this whole album on stream before. Ash can do the whole history of the artist for you. It even sounds like Mr. Bungle. Like, there's parts that legit sound like Todd Labyrinth soundtrack, not just because of the Goblin references, but then there's parts that sound like straight off of California or fucking. Actually, this dude and Mike Patton doing a side project. That'd be sweet. Alright. Give me one moment to set things up what I need to do. Alright, yeah, I'll be joining you in chat shortly.
Welcome, neighbor.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a little bit disturbed by how you treated the last two guests. You were very insulting for no reason.
Well, that's reality, sir.
Yeah, but that's not very Christian, is it, if you're claiming to be Christian?
Okay.
That's your argument? Okay.
Maybe Christians are a bunch of limp-wristed, weak, spineless fools. And maybe they need more backbone like me. Have you ever thought about that?
I don't think that your view is representative of what Christianity would like it to be.
We should accept reality. We shouldn't live in a fantasy where we protect our feelings.
Hang on a sec. You don't want to live in a fantasy, but you think the Bible's 100% true.
Yeah, I'm a realist.
No, that's not realism, though, is it? Because the Bible isn't 100% true.
Well, what would make anything real if Jesus doesn't make things real? Nothing would be real.
Well, there's no proof that Jesus exists as who you think he is.
But if something is actual, it has to be actualized. And if Jesus doesn't actualize what is actual, then there is nothing is actual.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay. Can something be actual without being actualized?
I'm not sure what point you're making. Jesus doesn't exist in the form that you believe he does in the Bible.
Nothing makes or sustains something's being real. Could it be real?
Say that again.
Can something be real if nothing sustains its existence or makes it real?
I'm not sure what point you're trying to make here. That
like if a cake isn't actualized, okay, so like
if a cake isn't a cake, is it a cake? What are you saying? If Jesus isn't Jesus, he isn't Jesus.
You can have all the ingredients for cake, right? But that doesn't mean you have a cake, right?
Right.
So what?
How does this relate to the Bible and Jesus not being the person that you think he is?
So you can have every ingredient for a cake, but that doesn't give you a cake because the cake has to be actualized.
Yeah, you've got to put the ingredients together and bake it. Yeah.
Right. So like for something to be actual, it has to be actualized. So like what, bakes reality? Like what actualizes anything that's actual?
Well, I would suggest a burden of proof which there isn't for what you claim to be the Bible.
But I'm saying Jesus is actualizes the cake in an ultimate sense. Obviously, humans actualize the cake, but like in an ultimate sense, Jesus actualizes the cake.
Well, I dispute the premise because, like I said, Jesus, in the form that you believe, doesn't exist. There may well have been a historical character, but he wasn't the Son of God.
But then you need something else to sustain reality. So, like, something's...
No, you don't. Why do you need something else?
Then nothing's actual. That's what I'm saying. You have to believe the Bible to be a realist because you're telling me nothing is real without, like, I don't see how anything is real. If the Bible's true, then Jesus makes things real. If the Bible's false, what makes things real?
No, that's not. That is not. You cannot use that logic. That is ridiculous.
How is
nothing's real unless Jesus exists.
You're telling me things are real, but nothing makes it real. How is that not ridiculous? At least I'm telling you what makes it real.
No, you're not telling me what makes it real.
I'm offering Jesus as a candidate. What's your candidate? Do you have a candidate?
You don't need a candidate to make things real.
Well, then nothing's real, moron. The cake isn't baked. Nothing baked the cake, stupid. So you can't have reality without an actualizer, right? So you have to believe the Bible to be a realist. Duh!
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
You're a nut job.
Okay. Yeah.
You can't say it has to be actualized. Therefore, Jesus and God did it.
I tried to reason with you. You're like a flat
That is just nonsense.
You're a cult. You're a cult member.
I'm a cult member. I think anybody that's watching the live...
You've surrendered your ability to reason. It's obvious. To your cult.
And the Bible, to take up your first point, the Bible is 100% true. It's not true because they left out various books. It was curated over hundreds of years. Rabbis and whatever decided what books to put in it. They were altered. It's not the word of God. It's the word of the people of the time deciding what they wanted to put in it and what they wanted it to portray. It's not verbatim the word of God.
Would you agree that this is a cup?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's actual. Somebody's actualized that cup.
But it's not the same thing as the word cup. I'm not holding the word in my hand, right?
No, you're holding an actual cup. It has been actualized. Right. Somebody made it, but it wasn't God.
There's the word. The word is just a label, and the label refers to the thing I'm holding in my hand, right?
Correct.
Okay, so when we say the word truth, to me that refers to Jesus Christ, the person. When you say the word truth, what does that refer to that's actual?
Truth is something that is factual.
No, what is the referent? Like, my reference for truth is Jesus Christ, and he is actual. What is your particular actual reference for truth?
A fact. It can be verified.
Okay. You're just giving me vague, abstract, circular language.
No. I'm happy to debate the Christianity thing. There is no proof that God exists. There is no proof that Jesus was the Son of God. I will hold my hand up and say there's potentially proof that Jesus as a historical character existed, but that is as much as I'm willing to concede.
We're living in a world of lies, and if you stand up and tell the truth, you'll be mocked and scoffed.
I agree with that. We are living in a world of lies, but that doesn't make your truth the truth. You're entitled to your opinion, but I'm also entitled to disagree with you.
Yeah, but you're not rationally disagreeing with me.
Well, I am. I'm saying there is no proof that God exists, nor Jesus in the form that you believe he exists. You can't prove to me otherwise, and until you can, I'm fully entitled to not believe that.
But that's not rational because you're
Well, it's not irrational either, is it?
It is irrational because you're dogmatically asserting without reason that proof is possible without reference to Jesus, but you haven't demonstrated that.
Well, no. Well, you're going the complete opposite way. You're saying things exist, therefore Jesus exists. That's your logic, and it's completely flawed.
Okay, but you're dogmatically you're abandoning skepticism when you ask for evidence and proof for God, because you're dogmatically asserting that proof is possible without God.
Technically, I'm agnostic rather than atheist.
It doesn't matter.
Technically, it doesn't matter. But technically,
I'm
I'm agnostic.
You're still dogmatically asserting proof is possible without God, whether you're atheist or agnostic.
Things exist because they are here. You can see them. The cup you held up exists.
That's abandoning reason.
It's not abandoning reason.
You're being arbitrary.
It's
arbitrary. It's arbitrary.
It's not arbitrary at
Then
all.
what's the reason?
Your logic is flawed. Just because I don't believe in a supreme creator, that does not mean
if there's
that
no
one
reason,
must
it's
exist.
arbitrary. If there's no reason, it's arbitrary.
No, not at all.
It's arbitrary.
It's not arbitrary.
It is arbitrary.
It's absolutely not. Your logic cannot be things exist, therefore a greater power exists. Okay. That may be the case, but it isn't a provable fact. And until it is, I'm allowed to be skeptical about it.
When you say it's not a provable fact, is that claim optional or not optional?
No, you can believe what you want. You can believe in God and Jesus.
That's not. Is the claim you just made optional or not optional? Yes or no? I mean, that's not a yes or no. Is it optional or not optional?
Well, is it optional to believe what I said? Of course it's optional to believe what I said.
So if your claims are you can't argue then. If your claim is optional.
But your claim is optional. Your claim is an absolute fact.
That's what you say, but when you say my claim is optional, is that optional? Because if it's optional that my claim is optional, I'll take the option that my claim is not optional. Okay? I'm saying my claim is not optional.
For you, it is not optional. For you, it is your
when you say for
your
me,
way of life.
It's not optional. Is that optional?
It's optional for me. It may not be optional.
So I'll take the option that it's not optional. Therefore, you're wrong.
Well, no, that doesn't. Where did you learn? Obviously, you didn't learn logic just because.
What do you mean?
Because I'm allowing you to have your opinion does not mean that your opinion is fact.
If your claim is optional, then I can reject your claim and I can assert my claim is not optional and defeats your optional claim.
We're not playing Uno. You can't Uno reverse me. It's not.
Why would I accept a non-optional or an optional claim over a non-optional claim? What reason? That would be stupid.
Because I'm being open and giving you the option to believe what you want to believe, and I'm taking the option to believe what I want to believe.
Are we debating?
I don't think so because
we're not. Okay.
I don't know.
So you're not making an argument?
I think we're debating.
You think we're debating?
We're certainly having a difference of opinion.
But if your argument is optional, you're not really debating me.
Well, belief is optional. Your belief is optional.
But that doesn't make. If my argument is optional, why it doesn't make sense. If I say here's an argument, but you can take the option not to believe it. That doesn't make sense. Then there's
of course it makes sense.
There's no
because
force.
I'm taking up a contrary position.
There's literally no point.
Well, I'm taking up a contrary position. Okay, my argument is not. My argument is not optional.
You're just being annoying because
my argument is fact. There is no Jesus. That's a fact. There is no God. That's a fact. There is no heaven. That's a fact. There is no hell. That is also a fact.
You're not willing to demonstrate any of these things. You say they're optional. You stand for nothing. You have no commitments.
No, I'm not saying they're optional.
I don't understand. Why are you even talking? What is the point of talking?
It's a fact. There is no hell. That's not an optional discussion.
What's the point of you talking to me? What is the point of this?
That is a good question.
Because as far as what I understand you're telling me, it's a contradiction for you to even be like trying to argue with me. Like,
No. I'm saying it's not optional. You have to accept my viewpoint that hell doesn't exist, that heaven doesn't exist, that God and Jesus do not exist. That is not an optional an option for you. You have to take that. It's a fact.
So what authority would obligate me to accept that claim?
Because it's what I'm saying.
That's arbitrary.
I'm the authority.
Again, we're abandoning reason.
I'm not abandoning reason.
Constantly abandoning reason.
Nobody's ever been to hell. Nobody's ever been to heaven. Nobody's ever seen Jesus. Nobody's ever seen God. So it stands to reason that none of them exist.
Why should I accept that in a non-optional way?
No, it's not an option. It's a fact.
Why should I accept that? Why should I accept that?
Because it's a fact.
Why should I accept that?
Because I can show you probably 50 million people that, if pushed, will say, no, I've never seen hell. No, I've never seen heaven. No, I've never seen God nor Jesus. You probably can't show me one that will say that.
It's so crazy, dude.
Well, that's what makes it a fact. Those people cannot say that these things exist. Whereas you just seem to think your argument is other things exist, therefore God and Jesus exist. That's just nonsense logic. It's not even logic. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. So, in the transcendental argument for God, we're trying to make a positive case for the Christian worldview and couple that with a reductio ad absurdum on our opponent's worldview.
And people understand that we're trying to do a reductio, but I often get asked the question, what is the positive case for the Christian worldview? And I'm going to try to answer that question right now. So the Christian worldview is the revealed model reality that makes knowledge, logic, and morality non-arbitrary. Logic is universal. It is always true.
There you go. So, if you want anything added or changed, fucking yell at me and I'll try to fit it in because it'll probably end up getting fucking fucked with another time and get another pass. If there's anything you need added, because I do need to pad up the end more probably, but I might get lazy and just end up fucking rendering it and uploading it. But no, I guess you can have another. Wait a second. This is only going to be relevant to like one. Oh no, actually, we did. Like Jake watched a video from this dude too, so this is a work in progress, but you can have this as a bonus, I guess.
Also, and this is seen as normal. And the and so so but the you know, but yeah, there in and another and oh but yeah, and well or you know, you know, the thank you for watching. Peace.
Sorry for that, I guess. I just needed to do it for my own reasons. That's Howie Hellbent. He's another one of those goths or whatever that tells us about punk and culture and right-wing stuff and all the rest of it. It's awesome. I don't know. Have I got anything else lined up? Have a quick look at it before we... Because I was probably going to move on to a game or something tonight, perhaps. But I'm actually getting a bit wary now. I just say, I think I just pronounced it a bit. Getting a bit wary now, so oh, we have been going 2 hours. Because we were in a call for a while beforehand. Let me just see. Yeah, I might actually have a bit of a break and go do some stuff, and I'll come back for a game a bit later. We'll raid out to some smallish looking streamer doing their thing here, who I'm relatively certain is wholesome and we've actually raided in the past, perhaps. But I should be back for a stream either tomorrow or at latest the next day, and hopefully with some cool news for us. Yeah, I probably won't come back live tonight. It's late anyway, so thank you again for hanging out, everybody. 4 AM for some of you guys. Yeah, I'll raid out, but I'll see you soon over. We're done. Okay. Press the button to say.